Well, hey everybody, we are back again at Classic of Denton with the man of the hour, Rick Wick. Rick, what are we driving in today?
Jake, we've got a 2019 Mazda Cx-5 all-wheel drive signature with Sky Active diesel.
Sky Active diesel.
2.5 liter.
Wow.
You bet.
This is cool, man. Well, let's hop in this thing,
Let's
take
do
off.
it. Ready to go?
Let's do this thing.
You notice you can't even hear the diesel
Not at all.
running.
That's the quietest diesel engine I've ever heard. Okay, so this is a diesel.
Yep.
But is it a performance vehicle, or what's the deal? Why the inspiration to diesel?
Well, everybody's getting into, Volkswagen's been in it, and, you get a lot of truck lineouts.
Okay.
But you notice the nice acceleration.
Yeah. Could you pull something with this?
Yep. You can pull up to 1,000 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. It's Mazda's diesel. They call it Sky Active D.
Okay.
Which is Sky Active diesel, completely designed by Mazda. 50 states EPA. Windshield display, your favorite heated and cooled seats. Rear seat, the rear back seat loads flat to the load floor without having to disengage the headrest.
Yeah.
Where a lot of them you have to take the headrest out and then fold it down, then find somewhere to put the headrest.
Right.
It retracts into a flat load floor, so you got a level load floor in the back. Mazda's going upscale. Notice the fit and finish.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Nice.
It's got the power retractable mirrors, so you can track the mirrors in. Notice here, cruising smooth, how smooth it is and how quiet it is. Blind spot monitoring, radar, cruise control, 2-position memory driver's seat.
A ton of space in this. Pull a little trailer. The whole deal. This is like the world's best camping vehicle.
That's right. It is. Consumer Reports just announced that Mazda was number 2. Consumer Reports is right behind Lexus for the best reliable vehicle. The backup camera.
That's nice. See, if you have a backup cam, the back-end parking's not so bad. If you don't have a backup cam,
could be a little different.
It'll be a little tougher. All right.
Well, we made it.
We made it. Are back again with the folks from Classic of Denton. What's going on, guys? Today we are joined by a special guest. We have got Lessa in here with us. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
And then, of course, the man of the hour, always, Mr. Rick Wick. How are you, my man?
Good, brother. How are you?
Man, we made it safe and sound,
again.
So I can't complain. I can't complain.
Again.
So for anybody tuning in with us for the very first time, we sit down once a month with the folks from Classic and get a rundown on all things Denton events and activities, because these guys are involved in just about everything, as well as some cars and some other fun stuff. So Rick, give us, before we go into all the cool stuff that you guys are talking about today, because we've got some cool Christmas drive info that we're going into, give us another quick look at the car we were just in, because we weren't able to pack all the features in that intro.
Yeah, it's a 2019 Mazda Cx-5 all-wheel drive signature edition with the Sky Active diesel engine.
That's so cool.
30 miles per gallon EPA highway.
Wow.
Leather heated seats, cooled seats, power track mirrors we noticed that have the memory feature, memory seats, navigation. It's got the technology with Mazda on their all-wheel drive that we've talked before in previous sessions. And it's not really an all-wheel drive all the time.
Yeah.
It's two-wheel drive, and then if it detects slippage in the front, it reverts the power to the rear. Vice versa, if you're turning a corner, and you always turn a corner and you got the body flex and the body sway, and it'll also work on moving the traction to whatever 4 corners it needs to revert when it's making a corner slippage, and it does it instantaneously is what it does. And Mazda's moved to the upscale, and upscale fit, finish, features, process, real convenience, and all those features for a low, good price.
Yeah.
And Consumer Reports just ranked Mazda number 2.
Yeah.
And right behind Lexus.
Yeah.
As far as quality
Love that.
line. So that's a big move.
That's cool.
In line. And the Cx-5 is very popular.
Yeah.
And with that Sky Active diesel, it's runs smooth, cool.
It was a really, really fun ride.
Yep.
It was very cool.
Good.
Well, and I got a Mazda from you. Not one that nice, but I did get a Mazda from you, and I love it.
Yep.
All right, so Lessa
And
is
you
here.
just brought it into service.
I did. I just brought it into service.
No disruption in service based on all the construction.
Exactly. We got to cover that last time. If you go to Classic, there's some construction happening at the Mazda spot, but still functioning, still able to sell cars, still able to service cars, all that good stuff. It was great. Everybody took care of me. So today we have Lessa here because the Classic of Denton Christmas Drive is coming up, and she is the most knowledgeable on everything.
She's
Christmas
Mama
Drive.
Claus.
There you go.
Mama
Claus. I love it.
Claus.
I love it. Well, Lessa, give us a rundown on what we can expect, because this Christmas drive that you guys do every year is really, really cool.
It really is. And, there's so many out there that don't have a roof over their head, don't have food in the fridge, don't have electricity. So it's really humbling to be able to take part and help out with Classic of Denton, Richard Allen, the owner, stepping forward to help all these children who are in need every single Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's really great to do.
Well, this Christmas drive is a big part of y'all's DNA. I mean, this is the very first thing we ever talked about on the radio. It's really big, really extensive. You guys do a ton of stuff through this drive, more than the two of us could ever go into in one session, which is why we had to bring Lessa. So give us a rundown on just a few of the many, many things you guys are doing through this Christmas drive.
So, I mean, we adopt several organizations in Denton, Cumberland's Children's Home, Lake City's Giving Hope, Friends of the Family, Denton ISD, Monsignor King, Wheeler House, Our Daily Bread. A lot of the organizations, what we do is we get a wish list with the kids. They give us clothing sizes, any kind of toy wishes they like, and we do our best to get them an outfit, get them a few toys, because what kid doesn't like having a toy to open up on Christmas?
Of course.
And, we just do our best. We reach out through the organizations, who reached out through their counselors, or anybody that, these single moms might be working with a counselor. We let them know, hey, well, what does your kid want for Christmas? We get all these wish lists. And we love doing the donations. We have vendors that will call in, and I am happy to say that we have so many families. I've got families from single kids to 7 kids right now. Wow. We have vendors that come in and adopt, and we ask for an outfit, 2 to 3 toys per child. And we just try to get them all in by the deadline and get them to these organizations. I believe that the organizations, sometimes the counselors wrap. They like to get the parents involved in wrapping.
Cool.
So we also take wrapping paper, tape, just your basic necessities to get this done. But it's really great to be able to do all this and see all the kids' wish lists. And
so cool. Well, you guys are, anytime we do anything with Classic, everybody's like, so what, we could sit down with a band yesterday, and then you guys today, and then some other organization tomorrow, and everybody goes, so why are you sitting down with Classic? Well, because Classic is so involved in so many things in the community. By talking with you guys, we get to touch on so much, and this Christmas drive is one of the many. And it's really exciting to see how extensive this Christmas drive is and how many people you guys are able to touch during the holiday season. It's really, really, really cool.
Well, and it's amazing. We've been doing this so long, since 2005.
Yeah,
it's just expanded. That we get our manufacturers involved, we get our vendors involved, we get the employees involved, and around this time of the year, when I send that email out to them, letting know the vendor if they're contributing, either adopting the family or monetary to, and they all are come back, or they say, hey, you haven't sent me an email yet.
Yeah.
So it's in the mail. It's coming. It's coming. So, in Thanksgiving is later this year. Last year it was earlier, so it's later this year.
Right.
So we got a, shorter window for it isn't Christmas, but it's wrapping up, and it's no pun intended.
Yeah.
But
that was good. I like that.
Yeah. But it's it's a way to give back to the community.
Yeah.
Like Lessa mentioned, and Richard and Lou, when they first started off the campaign years ago, and you mentioned it, we wake up every single morning, we get a roof over our head. we got hot, cold running water.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a warm bed to sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, refrigerator. We got food. A lot of the less fortunate don't have that capability.
Mm-hmm.
They've had a hard time. They're trying to do better. And it's just it's heart coming from the heart when you go and help these families out and the kids and that, because Christmas time is, for these kids, it's Santa Claus. There's no reason why they should be deprived.
Right.
So, we're kicking it off and going strong, and we normally have everything in the conference room in the Mazda, but it's kind of gutted out, so we're going to kind of work across the street in the pre-owned showroom and kind of do the stacking because it's large. But it's a fun time.
Yeah.
The employees really engaged. I mean, we had 2 employees yesterday that adopted, and they said, one said, "Hey, let me have a family."
That's
and
cool.
they're doing it themselves.
Yep,
and
he took a family of 7 kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it's then let's say so it's worked out. It's a fun time. It's really cool deal.
I love that. Very, very cool. Now, if somebody, say, wanted to get involved this year, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you guys, to get involved if they can, and all that good stuff?
They can always swing by the dealership and ask for Rick or myself. I know Rick handles the monetary donations, and all donations do go towards purchasing. At the end of the day, when whatever lists we have available, whatever lists are not taken out by vendors, we split whatever money we have between the managers, and I will give our managers list and say, go shopping.
Cool.
So Rick will handle that part. As far as the wish list, I keep all those with me, so you can go in and ask for Lessa Popham. I'm currently located out of our truck building squeezed in the middle between the construction and Dodge. But I have several wish lists, so all they have to do is just come in and ask for a wish list. I can give them anywhere from, like I said, 1 to 7 kids. We also take donations as far as toys. We are always getting asked for footballs, soccer balls, Barbie dolls, drawing sets. So a lot of those basic necessities. Anything you think a kid around that age, any younger age would want, probably need it.
That's so cool. Well, so anybody that wants to get involved, just swing by Classic.
Yeah, swing by, send us an email.
Call
you can
us.
Send it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
Our wick at classicofdenton.com and
Lessa at classicofdenton.com.
Love it.
So, and just send them an email, and we can reach out to them, give them a list of what's needed.
Yep, because I can easily scan over a wish list to somebody with all the information,
Perfect.
so they can adopt a family from their living room.
I love that. Very, very, very cool. Now, Rick, you've told this story several times, and anybody that watches us on a regular basis is probably tired of hearing it, but it's a good story that I feel like really encapsulates everything that you guys are about at Classic, and it's the one with the tree with Richard. Tell that story for us.
Richard Allen, he bought the store and partnered with Tom Durant, who has Classic Chevrolet, and bought our store in 2004. Well, he worked at Classic Chevrolet, and he was used car manager. And I don't know how he ran into this gentleman, but he's an elderly gentleman, and he met him. And he said, what do you want for Christmas? He says, I've never had a real Christmas tree with ornaments and lights. And I mean, this elderly gentleman, about my age.
Probably not that old. I'm kidding.
But he said, okay. Well, the body shop there at Classic Chevrolet and Grapevine had a real big white decorated Christmas tree. So Richard had keys, and he went to into the body shop and. One evening, took the tree out, loaded it in some truck, and delivered it to this gentleman. So the next day, the body shop manager got a little perturbed and asked Richard. He says, "You take this tree?" Yep. So he went up to Mr. Durant, Tom, and Tom called Richard and said, "Did you take the Christmas tree from the body shop?" And Richard says, "Yes, I did." He says, "Why?" He says, "I found somebody that needed it more than we did." that's all was needed. That's all was needed. So, that's what all giving's about.
Yeah.
Give up something that we have to give to somebody else to make it a happier season for them. So, like I said, we're fortunate to what we have, but there's a lot of less fortunate out there that need help, and that's what we're trying to do.
Well, that's one of my favorite stories, and it really does. It encapsulates everything you guys are about at Classic. And I always tell everybody, when you go buy a car from Classic, and you are investing back into this community because it's such a big – you guys are such a big part of it.
Well, it brings tears in your eyes, and it's really neat because when we do the donations, a lot of the organizations that run the organizations come up to the store, and it's kind of funny because Richard's is a big, kind of strong guy.
Okay.
I can catch his wrath at times. But to see him get mellow and get tears in his eyes when you see these things happen, it really hits you in your heart.
Yeah. That's awesome. Very, very, very cool. Well, are there any other details we want to touch on for this Christmas drive?
No. You got anything?
We're trying to wrap everything up as early in December as we can. So if anybody's wanting to adopt, sooner the better. We can get those wish lists to you today. And we just ask everything to be purchased, unwrapped, with gift receipts if possible for anybody who's curious how all that works. And we're ready, so bring them on.
Awesome.
We got kids.
And unwrapped is important, right? Because sometimes the parents want to be able to wrap it for the kids.
The parents enjoy doing the wrapping and the counselors and things like that. So we send everything unwrapped in plain black trash bags with the counselor and the family name on it. So everything's very discreet whenever we deliver, and we just look forward to those delivering.
What was a rough count of children?
For this year, we're almost at 300 children. Last year we did 325.
What?
We're a little lower this year. Last year we did we gave a card game to every child at Gonzalez School.
Wow.
This year they're only asking for about 50 board games.
Okay.
But yeah, we're almost at 300 just 300. children alone right now. Not including Wheeler House, Gonzalez, and all the other things that we do. So.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Incredible. Well, if you guys want to get involved this holiday season, these are the folks to talk to. Classic of Denton. It's a great way to get involved with what's going on in the community and give back if you're able this holiday season. So, guys, thank you all very, very much for swinging by.
Thank you.
Always appreciate having you here. Guys, we're going to jump back into the music, but stay tuned right here at DentonRadio.com.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our partners and sponsors who made this show possible. And now stick around for a word from all of us here at Discover Denton.
Do you love live music? If so, make Denton, Texas your next vacation. Find more information at discoverdenton.com.